Hi, this is MIcornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are speaking about some underrated habits that may bring success to your life. Those underrated habits that will catapult you to your dreams, to make you to reach the dreams and reach the skies and so on. But sometimes because we underrate these habits, we actually fail to reach where we're supposed to reach. And we want to outline those because I believe that they will help you as a young man, wherever you are listening to us right now. Now, one of those underrated habits that I would love to urge you to look at is what we call smart energy use. And that's a very underrated habit. And majority of the people don't actually do this, using your energy in a smart way. Smart energy use is one of those skills and habits that those people that have mastered them, they're actually being able to actually succeed in their lives because of that. So managing your energy matters, because if you don't, you'll get exhausted as a result. You'll not be able to be fruitful anymore. There are those people that drag themselves until they're burnt out, to an extent that you don't manage your energy properly. So it is a skill to manage your energy, but you need to make it a habit, because when you don't make it a habit, then you'll be remaining exhausted all the times. And we want to urge you, say, young man, that you do what we call smart energy use. You must be smart in managing your energy. Well, when you need to sleep and rest, please do so, and wake up and do the work. But if you need to sit down and rest as well, please do that. So you're managing your energy in a different way, but also managing energy in a smart way would mean that you reserve yourself in some of the tasks that are not too important and that are not priority right now. It actually goes with prioritization as well. You need to prioritize what to do right now, what not to do. There are those things that you may need to do them tomorrow. There are those things that you may need to wait to do them next week. And there are those things that are not in a rush right now that you can postpone as well and do them in the next month. And that's what we call smart energy use. Now, when we talk about smart energy use, we also cannot actually avoid speaking about delegating and allocating tasks to people. Because delegation is part of it, because there are times when some of the leaders becomes what we call jack of all trades. They become what we call superstars, where they do everything, and they do everything for everybody. And that's not managing your energy. And we are saying, be careful of not draining yourself and putting yourself under burnout because you don't delegate. There are many people that can do some of the work that you're doing. Allocate it to them, give them the direction of how to do it, and that will be helpful, because these people can relieve you from the work and the burden that you're carrying. And that's what we call smart energy use. So manage your energy because it matters. It's better than obsessing about overtime as well, because there are many people that are obsessed about overtime. And they're proud of it. And they hit their chest and say, I work overtime every time. There are those that hit their chest and say, I'm sleeping at 1 o'clock every day. I sleep very late in the night because I'm busy. There are those that pride themselves and say, I am a busy person. It doesn't matter. But you need to use your energy in a smart way. Because exhausting yourself and being proud that you are actually carrying the burdens, you are the one who's working very harder than everybody, may not be useful for you, because in the main scheme of things, you might die early because of exhaustion. You might die early because of burnout. And this is very important, that you manage your energy in a smart way. We want to also say that it's very important that this habit called value-based decisions as well, because that's another habit that we underrate generally, but it's very important. Value-based decisions. That's very important, that you start to embark on that. And as a young man, it's very key that you look at the value of your decisions. You look at the value of the things that you're deciding on. And that's very important. It comes back to prioritization here as well. And it comes back to say, prioritize the things that you value, and therefore make decisions based on the value. And that's very important. Now, spotting opportunities while staying true to your values is very rare. And there are very many people that don't spot opportunities. They don't spot things that would actually make them to become successful. opportunities of business, opportunities of succeeding in your studies, opportunities of kind of people that you need to associate with. These are type of opportunities. There are some of the opportunities that come with the places where you need to be. Opportunities are actually driven sometimes by a place or a certain location, or sometimes a certain country as well. So therefore, it's very important for you to identify the spot or location where you are, if it is actually enhancing your priorities or is enhancing opportunities. Now, it's very important then that you look at the value when you make a decision. Let's look at this as an example. If I was to get a position, say, overseas in a country whereby there's a job opportunity there. Now, I don't just jump to that opportunity because it's overseas and I've never been overseas and I'm excited about that. So you must look at the value of it, because it might be an opportunity that is actually not valuable enough. That opportunity that doesn't have much value. So you don't just decide because of your emotions of being excited about going overseas. You don't just actually involve your emotions and jump at opportunities because you are feeling like they're tickling your emotions. No, you must actually sit back and reflect, and make sure that you understand the value of that opportunity, so that the decision that you make is based on the value. Now, everything that you decide on, it should be that you've analyzed the value, you have actually scrutinized the value, you have come up to a decision that this is valuable. And the more valuable it is, the more you make a decision towards that. There are things that are not valuable. For instance, as a young man, there are times when you are invited by friends to parties on a Friday evening, to parties on a Saturday evening. And sometimes you must actually analyze and say, but is this valuable? Does it benefit me? Is it in the long run going to help me? So those are type of questions that you must ask if you want to do what we call value-based decisions. And there are times when young men want to please their own friends and they don't do what we call value-based decisions. They decide based on their emotions. They decide based on their feelings of that day. And I want to warn you as a young man that you cannot trust your feelings. You cannot trust how you feel about things and so on. You must actually look at the value and reflect and analyze the value of things in order to make an appropriate decision on that. What is that in for me? What am I going to gain out of this? What value am I going to get? And that is why we always talk about return on investment. So if you have to invest in something, you must actually have what we call value-based decision. And this is what we call ROI, which is return on investment. What is that you're going to get out of this type of investment? What is that you're going to get out of this spending the whole night in a nightclub? What is that you're going to gain? What is the value that it adds to your life? So based on that, you will make a decision and say, guys, I'm not going to nightclub tonight because it's not going to make any value in my life. It's not going to add any value in my life. So a habit like that, when you develop a habit of judging things based on the value, you're going to gain more, and you're going to find yourself a bit more successful based on you are able to analyze the values. Tonight, I believe that you learn out of this. This was part 2, of course, and we will embark on part 3 the following day. And I want you to relax, sit back, follow us on our social media platforms. And our social media platforms are as follows. Our YouTube channel is under Young Men Empowerment Forum. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So click the notification button as well there so that you can be notified when we posted a video. Don't forget our Facebook pages, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and our Facebook page, MIcornus Phokane. So please like them, follow us on those pages, click the notification buttons as well. You'll be reminded each time we've posted a video of this kind. Our TikTok account is buzzy as well. As I said, it attracts a lot of young people. And of course, share this platform of TikTok with your young people that you're friends to, and make sure that you draw them to the attention of this particular account and what we speak about. This type of topics that are helping your life, and they're making you better, and they're making you successful in your life. Don't forget that as we do that. And I want you to also share all the social media platforms with your loved ones. It could be your friends, your family, and of course, your colleagues at work as well. They may need to listen to what we're doing. So share these platforms with them, and the good Lord will bless you as you do that. Until we meet again with part 3 of this great topic, allow me to check out right here. I want to say cheers for now.